with the goal of contributing to the development of professionals and adding value to the many dimensions of volleyball. And in response to the requests I have received to share the work and experience I have accumulated over the years in this sport, I am starting a series of videos in which I will practically share my perspective on central topics of our game. In each episode, I will speak in a clear and objective way, always connecting theory to real practice. And I would like to extend an invitation from the start. If at any point you do not understand a term, a concept, or the language being used, this is exactly the moment to begin your professional growth. Feel free to reach out. I will be glad to explain. Learning the language of training is part of the process of becoming a better professional. The first topic is planning. No matter the level you work at or the age of your athletes, some form of planning must always exist. It does not need to be professional if you are not a professional coach. But simply taking interest in the subject and understanding how the process works will completely change the way you lead any sports program, whether in a school, a club, or a high-performance environment. Interestingly, a work plan does not begin in the future. It begins by looking backward. The first step is the evaluation of what has already been done. How was the previous season? What worked? What limited the process? These factors can come from different sources: people management, structure, available resources, physical preparation, time organization, among others. Understanding this real context is what gives meaning to the next step. In a second moment, we define the desired goal. Here, two central questions emerge. Who are the groups that will be worked with? Where do we want to take them this season? At this point, the general concept of the plan appear. What we want to include in the process: physical training, technical development, psychological preparation, injury prevention, team culture. For example, what types of serves do we want to develop this year? Which skills should evolve in each age group? For this to happen, coaches must be prepared. They must become facilitators of learning. A good practice is to list everything that could be worked on and then select priorities. This choice clarifies the path and gives coherence to the process. The third moment is to understand and apply the principles of learning, among them periodization. This means dividing the season into phases, applying training methods appropriate to each stage, and organizing mesocycles and microcycles. But there is something even more important: collecting data throughout the season. Continuous evaluation allows the plan to be adjusted to reality, because unexpected situations will always occur. Athletes get injured, leave the team, schedules change, and unforeseen events arise. For this reason, planning must be structured, but also flexible. It should guide, not restrict. Planning gives direction. Evaluation keeps the path alive. And adjustment is what turns intention into real development.